How's it going, people? Welcome back to AFTV and welcome back to another match day live. Obviously, it's a big game round the corner. How long? I was about to say a couple hours away. Nearly an hour away, people. Nearly an hour away, but 15 minutes time the lineups will come out. It is the start at 11, so as soon as it comes out, we'll feed it to you live and give our thoughts and reactions. But before we get into the guests and whatnot, I want to say a big happy birthday to someone very close to me. May dreams come true. Mr. Sol Campbell is 47 today.
Is he?
Yeah, big Sol.
Happy birthday, Sol.
He
has a double today.
Exactly.
And now the guest, Shah, back again.
Hello,
You good?
I'm good. How
Smiling,
are you?
confident?
I know. I always start like this, don't I,
You
Turkish?
do. You see when the match day highlights come out, yeah, at the beginning, it's always Shah smiling. And halfway through the game, she's on the floor here, looking at us vexed. But confident today.
Yeah, I'm excited today. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I think we'll go out there and get the job done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dan, Lee, the famous pair from Lee Judges TV.
Well, like, you know, doom and gloom they call us, you know what I mean? But I'm quite optimistic
I've been called worse, Lee, so that's all right.
I'm optimistic today. I think, like, listen, do you know why I think Arsenal are going to win today? Because they've got to win today. You know what I mean? And no excuses no more. They've got to go to these places now, show a little bit of bottle, roll up the sleeves, because that's what it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough game, and get the job done. No excuses, and I expect Arsenal to win today.
Yeah.
There's no excuses, is there? There's no excuses not to win. It's just the fact. The reason I'm not so optimistic is just because I've seen the way we're playing, and we all know what Burnley are going to do. We all know Burnley are going to come out, try and outmuscle us, try and bully us, be physical, put long balls into the box, you know. And I was saying to Shah earlier on, I think Ben White and Ramsdale got a massive game today, because obviously Ben White in the air wasn't so great, and obviously Aaron Ramsdale was going to be a big test for him now. So it's going to be difficult today, man. Really difficult.
No, I agree, and that's what's interesting now, because in the last couple games, the Norwich one included, and now today, I saw a lineup against Norwich I'm quite intrigued by, dare I say excited by, because I haven't seen many of them play for us over the last couple of years. I expect to see that again today. I expect to just see Partey coming from Maitland-Niles, and we go again with pretty much the same team, but we've seen Arteta change it up a lot. What do you want to see today, Shah?
I'm in agreement with you, Turkish. I want to see the same lineup as last week. In terms of whether Partey or Ainsley start, I don't mind either. I mean, Partey would be a good option to come off the bench if need be. You know, if he's not quite 100%.
Yeah, they were saying he's in and out of training still. So.
Yeah, so even if he comes off the bench to freshen things up a bit, I don't mind. But I think we should keep the same lineup as last week. Apart from Saka, he didn't really have the best game. He looked a bit tired. So that's probably the only change that I'd make.
Yeah, we'll bring in Emma Smith-Rowe.
Exactly, or even Martinelli, whoever. We've got other options there.
We've got a massive game next weekend as well. So I get that with Saka. I think me and Dan talked about it News Daily yesterday. You know, with Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe, I've seen recently, you know, opposition fans especially highlighting their statistics and their performances over the last, you know, however many games, and using it as a stick to beat them with. But you know, Arsenal need to protect these young players.
What do you think of Liam Bray? Do you think he's a good player for Arsenal?
Yeah, come on, of course.
The legend?
Of course.
All right. Go and have a look at his stats in 75 season when he was 18, 19. Not great.
Yeah.
But wasn't relied on like these two guys are. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he should be just allowed. These players should be just allowed to come in and play, like Foden. You know, just no pressure. But our boys have got pressure. Like people now putting them on with stats and things like that. You know, they're kids. They should be learning their trade. Shouldn't be put on that. But because of the state and we are at the moment, we're relying on these two, and now I don't think it's fair on them.
No, I completely agree. That's what me and Dan alluded to yesterday. We got a super chat saying Burnley were good for an hour against Liverpool, and to be honest, against Everton they won't too bad either.
Yeah, it was good for an hour.
Yeah, and Big Tony says another record for Pierre-Emerick today. 1974, last time Burnley beat us. The Ginger Jose always pulls it out in scraps between teams facing the drop. Listen, Sean Dyche is a manager that I don't believe gets the respect he deserves.
Totally agree.
With the team he has and the finances he's had to deal with, and And how long's he kept them up now? It's been about 6-7 years Burnley have been in the league, finishing as high as 7th.
1 year, won't get in Europe.
Yeah, which is mad. So
look at the sum that he has. He doesn't ever buy loads of players, does he?
No.
Very similar to this squad from last season. You know, I feel for the guy.
I think
really,
in the summer they only bought in that Maxwell Cornet.
That's it.
Be interesting if those are spending 150 million a year, what they'd be like, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
True.
Well, we'll see how that works out for us today. Lee, with Thomas Partey being in and out, like Shah said, would you protect him from the get-go today, or would you?
I'm fed up with it now.
Yeah,
I'm fed up with him being injured. I'm fed up with any of the players being injured. Tierney, another one. You know what I mean? They're not playing 3 games a week now. It's 2 games in a 7-day period, you know, because of no Europe and all that. I expect him to be in the side today, and I expect to see him playing for a long time now. I'm fed up with injuries, you know what I mean? Too many, this excuse of injuries aren't injuries now. I expect him to come in the team today and perform like he has done week in, week out, because we need him. He's a quality player, and I'm sorry, £45 million we spent on him to keep nursing him. We are not an old pensioner's home or a nursemaid. You know what I mean? Get him in, get him doing the job, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you spend that much money,
Yeah,
you can't be
you know what I mean?
that patient with it. You know, you have to see something from the get-go. Not
Patience,
everything, but something.
I've run out of patience now. I'll be honest. You know, I'm expecting to see results now. I'm expecting to see players performing.
Dan, Leno Ramsdale, I want to ask you about, because it's been a topic of conversation this week. Not that I believe any of the reports regarding Arteta saying Leno will start against Tottenham and whatnot, and he even dismissed it. But is Ramsdale number 1 now, or is today the deciding factor around that?
No, I think Ramsdale is the number 1 now, and rightly so he should be. You know, Leno's made it clear he's not going to be long term at the club, for if you believe the rumours. So that's why he's been given his chance. We spent £24 million on this guy, and once he has come in against West Brom and Norwich, the opposition has not been a massive test for him. But he hasn't put a foot wrong, so let's see what happens today. As I said to you earlier, this is a huge test for him now. This is a completely different game. This is a game where he's going to be very commanding and have to be commanding. And I don't think, in terms of competition-wise with Leno, that's one of Leno's strengths either. Yeah. I think he's better distribution-wise from what I've seen early days at Ramsdale. So if he continues the way he's going, then I think he'll remain number 1. And I'm happy to see that, to be honest.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, be decisive about it. You know, I'm not fully sold on Ramsdale, but at the same time, Leno over the years, I've liked him, but I don't think he's ever convinced me that he will be the one. He's always been at the edge of that sometimes. He's a good shot stopper, and we've seen many great saves from him. But I think in the modern game, when you're playing at the back, when you need your goalkeeper to start moves, he hasn't been the one. Then again, I don't see Ramsdale being that one either. But we haven't seen Ramsdale much in an Arsenal shirt, so we'll have to find out about that. Predictions before the lineup. That's what I'm going to go into, just in case the lineup throws up a surprise. Shah, let's start with you with a prediction before we see the lineup.
I don't think it will be an easy game for us, but I reckon we'll get a 1 or 2-0 win. 1 or
2-0 win. Confident. Dan, are you? Well, me and you both went with a 1-1.
No, let's have you two. Let's have what you two have predicted before the lineup first, and see if you change.
I'm going 1-1. I'm staying 1-1.
And so am I, Lee.
Well done, like, you know. I'm in the Charlene camp, 1-0, 2-0 to the Gunners.
Yeah, we'll see what.
That's the energy we want.
That's the energy we want. That's what we want to see. Positive vibes, before and after.
Tell yourself that, mate.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Laura, yeah, all right.
We'll see how that goes.
I need to have a complaint about you. Me and you have a chat afterwards.
There's Lee there complaining about the general manager around here, but we'll get into that after the live ends. Well, we've got the predictions in. The lineup's going to be coming out shortly. It's Burnley. We didn't beat them a couple of times last season. But what I want to ask about is Lacazette, because something came out from Arteta where he said, you know, Lacazette's still a big part of his plans. He still expects him to find his top level again. But at the same time, sources indicate that he hasn't been offered a new contract. What would you do with Lacazette this season? Would you seek to move him in January for something, or just let him run down his contract, or offer him a new contract?
Oh, it's a bit tricky with Lacazette, because I do actually like him.
That's what everyone, the first sentence for everyone is, I like Lacazette.
Exactly.
We're not on about his looks here, Charlie.
No, we're not talking about
his
his
ability
looks,
on the park.
We'll give him a 10 out of 10
We
for
know
that.
that, you know, we know that.
No, but in all honesty, I mean, I do like Lacazette, so it is a really difficult one. I would like to see him stay at Arsenal and thrive. Oh, I don't know.
So if you ask me, I think we should have got the job done in the summer. What about you two? What are you thinking?
See you later. I don't fancy him, so like, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't, you know, he shouldn't be here, should he? Really, like, and for me now, he's still here, so he's still an Arsenal player. So on the bench when he comes on, does the business. But for me, Aubameyang, Martinelli are the long-term strikers up there. Even Balogun, not as good as Lacazette at this moment. So I can't believe Balogun, by the way, is still at the club. I thought he'd have been out on loan.
He should have got
a
loan.
loan. Unbelievable, but
Because
there we go.
and
he wouldn't have been shy of suitors either. I feel like if you place Balogun for loan, you're going to get him a decent level club to go to.
But
it's just
you know,
us again.
I can't understand that. But like for me, you know, Lacazette, if we can get something from him in January, and I still say we need to change up freshen up that front line. We need someone big and strong up there. Plan B option. They're all very, very similar. But listen, I've liked Lacazette and what he's done in the past. But ultimately, for whatever reason, whether it's him or the club, he's not been offered a contract. So you're in the last year of him now, aren't you? So
yeah. Oh, the last 9 months, I think now. I asked Charlotte what she wants to see from the lineup today. Well, Lee, let's start with you about what you want to see from the lineup.
I want to see the same.
Would you go in with Saka again?
Maybe not. No, why? Let go with it. Like Saka's had one. I didn't think he was that bad. I didn't think he was that bad. You know, and I'm thinking, we need him fresh for Spurs. We've got 5-6 days off after this, so I think that he's got to play. I think the real decision is, for me, I like to see Smith Rowe in the team because I think that the game changed when Smith Rowe and Partey come on last week. So I would like to see them two on. At the expense of who, I'm not so sure. Definitely, I think that Partey should come back into the team. And I think it's out of Odegaard and Pepe who Smith Rowe comes in for.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'll keep my thoughts for that one quiet.
On the subject of Saka, it's not a question of dropping; it's a question of protecting here. It's a question of he had an excessive workload in the summer with the Euros. He was, much utilised last season for us,
and that's what probably could happen tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'd understand it, but at the same time, there is a good 6-day break in between, and someone so young and so fresh. I assume he'd want to play every single game. Dan, what would you change up today, if anything?
I mean, I'd keep Saka in personally. I'm with Lee. I'd bring in Partey over Maitland-Niles, and I'd bring in Smith Rowe for Odegaard. I just think Smith Rowe gives us more work rate and gives us a lot more drive in that kind of position. Odegaard's a lot more technically gifted, I believe, but I would prefer to see Smith Rowe in that number 10 personally. But I keep the same team, and I'm looking forward to seeing what some of these players that have come in from last week can kind of take off from. Obviously, Tomiyasu, and we've already mentioned Ben White and Ramsdale. So that's what I'd do, man. I'd keep it quite similar.
Yeah, I agree with them. We've got a super chat here from Abella. I think she says, big fan of you guys, love Charlene. I'm a struggling artist, would love a shout out from you guys. Well, there you have it.
What's her name, Bella?
Well done.
Big up, Bella. Shout out to you.
Send us some of your work in, Bella.
Yeah, a post-match song would be great. Send it into the WhatsApp.
Yeah, it depends actually what type of artist you mean.
What is she?
I just assumed music.
You assumed one thing, then she assumed the other thing.
I was thinking drawing.
I thought music artist.
So
what are you, Bella?
let us know, Bella, what you are. And if you are a drawing artist, then send some stuff in. And we'll
or if
give you
you're
a
an
shout
artist and
out.
you just fancy a sing-song, then
Charles up for it too, so we've got
She's in for a duo.
Any other type of artist too, that's it, calm. So we just got the Wolves-Brentford game on in the background there, we all looked up. But listen,
Brentford someone sent off.
Yeah, Brentford have had a good start to the season. Obviously they did what they did to us, and now they're doing what they're doing to Wolves away from home. And I guess that's our ballpark right now. We have to look at the bottom half of the table more so than the top half. Ivan Toney, someone who made some comments about Arsenal this week.
I know, quite brave and bold of him, eh?
For a move is what I thought.
What did you make of the comments?
I thought that's what I felt he said. He actually had give us a little bit of stick, which I didn't think give us stick. I think he actually said it how it was.
Yeah, I agree.
I agreed with what he said, and then he turned around and said what they need is a striker like me. If that ain't happening, then I don't know what is.
I mean, we was sort of calling for him during the transfer window.
And I'll tell you what, he started off his good touch. I think he's something that I wouldn't be against him coming to the Arsenal, would you?
No,
definitely
not. It's something different.
Yeah,
it's a plan B.
I quite like him. He's got a good touch.
Yeah.
Scores goals.
Scores goals. Powerful.
Gets assists as well, doesn't he?
He's a good target man. He can pin the defenders back, and with the starting 11 is out, people.
Right.
Okay, let us know what he's saying.
Let's
I'm
go.
actually a bit nervous to hear
This is the
this.
most exciting part, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's an interesting one as
think
well.
it was the name of the
in a-
show or something, wasn't it?
In a good way.
Are we going to be
Be
happy?
happy.
Alright,
Alright,
cool.
go
We
on.
start in
Helen
goal.
says we're going to be happy.
You'll be very
It's got to be
happy.
Ramsdale in
Everyone's
goal.
smiling. It's Ramsdale
It
in
means
goal.
we've got cake.
We've got Kieran Tierney left back. We've got Tomiyasu right back with Gabriel and Ben White in the middle.
Okay.
Happy with that.
Good
In
start.
front of them, it looks like we've got Thomas Partey, obviously,
Good.
with
Lokonga.
Odegaard
Okay.
or Emil Smith-Rowe.
So they've gone for the. So finishing what the team that finished last. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a very attacking lineup, and then you obviously have Saka, Pepe, and Aubameyang.
Yeah. I'm
You know,
happy with
finishing off the front three. Very.
That's 4-3-3 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
4-3-3.
not 4-3-1. That's all right. That's cool. We finished that like that.
that.
against
Yeah, and I
Norwich.
thought we played.
I
That
did.
we was much
That
better.
was the only time.
We was much better when them two come on. We was more free flowing. It was a good go. Let Norwich get at us a little bit, but. So we're in for an entertaining game today, like, you know.
Happy
Perhaps
with
we should
that.
get on the beers, Laurie.
Well, they have been put in the
The
fridge
Heinekens.
for you, haven't they?
No, they haven't. That's what my complaint was.
Why? I
gonna
saw them get put in there.
be. Yeah, honey. Yeah.
Wrong,
Just-
wrong,
Not the right.
Still be warm.
Oh, okay. I see.
wrong brand. You know, Lee
Wrong
needs
brand.
a particular, you know,
Brand and a particular temperature.
That's it.
Yeah, well, I do like them cold.
Would you call it a brave lineup?
I like that. I mean, he hasn't made too many changes.
I think
So
it is,
I'm happy with
I'm
what he's
impressed
done.
by it.
I mean,
Exactly.
listen,
Okay, you got it.
the last two
Spot on.
lineups, I don't think you could criticise Mikel for the lineups.
Uh-huh.
The way we've played,
Yes,
little bit.
Yes, yeah.
but I'm pleased with that lineup. I don't think anybody would be. It's now, can they perform in the system that he sets for those players? You know,
Yeah.
and they did at Norwich, so I'm quietly confident about
I
it.
am. We're pretty much fully fit.
So
aren't
what?
we, as a squad, so-
Are we changing it? I'm still sticking with my 2-0.
Yeah, I'm
And
sticking
you're
with
still
my
sticking
1 or
at
2
Helen
nil.
is as well. What about you two? Doom and gloom. What are you
I'm
going for?
I'm
Who's
sticking
doom
with
and
it.
who's glue?
I don't know which one. Like, who's doom?
Might have to toss a coin for that
Well,
one.
toss a coin with that one, Scott.
Wait a second, new showdown,
Jeez.
doom and
Doom
gloom.
and gloom.
Episode 1 coming soon.
So what are you going for?
I'm staying 1-1.
Staying 1-1. So he's definitely doom. What are you going to be then? Like?
I'm staying 1-1 as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely gloom. So there they are, doom and gloom. We know where they are now. Like, you
I
know?
mean, no, listen,
D&D.
it's a 1-1, but I'm impressed with the lineup. I
Yeah,
can't
likewise.
lie.
But you're not changing. Why are you not? You're impressed with the lineup. So why are you not changing that? Why?
Because I
is it-
think that it's naive of Arteta to be this brave, but I'm eager to see if it works. This is Sean Dyche, a manager that's experienced.
So right, so to have changed your mind to an Arsenal win today,
In my
what would you have
opinion,
done?
I
What would
wanted
you have-
Lokonga in there. I wanted another
So you'd have gone
not so
Lokonga.
attacking centre mid.
Well,
in
that
there.
would have changed your mind. If Lokonga was in there, you'd have felt that
I
Arsenal
would
were going to win
have
this game.
gone
Or
to
would
a
you still go?
2-1. I would have then gone
Oh, you
to a
would have.
2-1.
What about you, Doom?
No, I'm
No, Doom,
staying.
he ain't going
I'm
to go. He
staying.
ain't budging, is
I'm
he?
staying with it because I don't care who plays. The way I've seen this manager do it in 20 months ain't done it for me. So I don't look at the lineup and think, oh, that's changed my mind. I just think that the way that we're playing, I don't really think it matters, Lee.
So
Who
you
we're
got
playing.
like a good performance today. Could
I
change
want to see
your
a
mind.
good performance, and then I'll believe. Actually, do you know what? I've been impressed with this win. Let's see what we do against Spurs.
So it's
it
the
has to be
manager
the way we're
that,
playing.
that,
the
that,
manager.
you know,
Performances.
holds you back from the
100%. Yeah, this team I think is much better than this manager's
Very
getting out
different
of.
as well, yeah,
Much,
yeah,
much
yeah,
better.
yeah.
I don't think this is a bad team. People seem to think it is. Like, oh, we're terrible
no,
players.
no. There's
I don't
players
agree
in
with
there.
that at all. I think that 11 is good. So show that it's good. Do you know what I mean? That's what Arteta's got to get out
Again,
now.
second week in a row, I'm looking at the starting 11 and I can't see any mistakes in the past 2 years. I can't blame them for anything. I can't say they've been a part of our decline. It's fresh, it's young, and it's exciting. It's
What is the
intriguing.
bench? Can
Yeah,
you?
I'm about to move on
Oh,
to
was
that.
you? Sorry.
Lee, hold your horses a bit, mate, over there, yeah?
Might be a bit harsh on Lokonga. I'll put that in there out there because obviously he's played well. But
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. I think like it's tough on him, but do you know what? He's young, isn't he? And
yeah,
that'd be
and
the
that's
excuse.
what
so-
happens with competition to places,
Yeah.
isn't it? Sorry, go on, Turk.
Subs, Leno, obviously. Holden, Maitland-Niles, Martinelli, Lokonga, Mari, Lacazette, Cedric, and Nuno Tavares.
That's a strong bench as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
You know, when you look at that, Sean Dyche was like that bench, wasn't he? Like a few of those players in his actual team. So, you know, there's no excuses no more. Come on, this is what I'm saying. You know, Arsenal should go. I'm not saying go over and, you know, I think someone in the room said 3 or 4, you know what I mean? But anyway, you know, we won't go into that. But, you know, we expect a tough game, right, you know? But I expect a tough game, but to go on and win it. What about you, Harvey? Do you agree with that?
I do agree.
Harvey agrees. Oh, and we've got the lineup for Burnley as well. Pope's in goal. We have Taylor and Loughton fullbacks, Taylor left and Loughton right, and Ben Mee and Tarkowski centre backs.
Good back 4.
Very good, and a good keeper as well, good back 5. Brownhill and Westwood in the middle. McNeil and Goodmanson either end, McNeil on the left, Goodmanson on the right, with Barnes and Wood up top. It seems like it's
4-4-2.
Yeah.
And this is my thing about the, you know, Sean
Well,
Dyche is a manager that knows.
We should have that, with that extra man in midfield, we should, even if you're playing 2 in midfield against that midfield, we should be like, well, I think, you know, you've got to fancy us to dominate midfield, and that's where games are normally won and lost, don't they? So I'm looking at that and thinking, like, you know, that's very adventurous of Sean Dyche, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going for his one, yeah.
So he's continued to go, which we was talking about the other day.
Yeah, it was, wasn't he? Yeah.
He's continued to go, you know, with that way. So, you know, I'm confident.
Alex says no doom and gloom with me. I say 1 or 2-0 to us.
That's it.
That's it.
So.
I like. Who's that?
Alex.
Good.
Alex Smith.
Good, Alex. Well,
Ali says, hi guys, big up to all of you lot. Just wanted to know how you guys are watching the game as it's not on TV. Also, Arteta needs to realise 4-3-3 is the way. But with the 4-3-3 thing, like, he's mixed up from 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 a lot. But he's back to 4-3-3 now. When you look at last week and then the week before that, it's been different formations, different lineups.
It realistically, the 4-3-3 should have been last week against Norwich, and the more cautious one this week because you're away from home. But I think we played so well in that last 20 minutes. We did. We had lots more chances. I thought Pepe all of a sudden started playing really well. We got Smith Rowe getting chances. Like, you know, listen. We'll go on about Pepe. I think that the system stifles Pepe. I don't think it's good for him. When we went to 4-3-3,
you know what I think?
it opens it out for him a little bit. Like,
we need to be quicker in our transition. And then
and I think that suits him.
Pepe.
I don't think the way we play suits Pepe, but this system now will, and I expect it. No excuses for him today now, you know what I mean? He's got that little bit more freedom. I expect him to really put in a performance today, Pepe, because the restrictions, if you like, have been released a little bit.
Yeah, because it's a free flow inside, and you'd expect the transition to be a lot swifter.
A lot quicker, a lot swifter, yeah.
As long as it is free flowing.
We'll see that today. So I don't want to really, you don't really want to see Pepe playing as a double fullback. You want to just say to him,
pin him on the halfway.
Just say to him, like, you know, we've got enough in cover at the back of that. Go and do your stuff. Aubameyang, go and do your stuff. Saka, go and do your stuff.
Express yourself a bit.
The rest of us will take care of the defensive side of the game. You three, go and express yourself. Go and do what you know you can do best, and that's what I want to see. And then you get the best out of Aubameyang, Pepe, and even Saka.
Couple more super chats here. Oscar says, well, this is an exciting lineup. Just wanted to say I love Turkish. Thank you for being blunt.
Take that, man.
Love for the love, Oscar. Of course I'm going to take that. Sometimes people,
read it out.
Sometimes people think bluntness is rude or bluntness is negative.
No, just keep it real, innit? Exactly.
And we've got another super chat here saying, I'm excited to see our new Brazilian-born Japanese right back, Takahiro Tomikafu, or is it Kafuyasu? That's two good names for him, you know. Which one do you prefer, Tomikafu or is it Kafuyasu?
Kafuyasu.
Kafuyasu.
That one, you see, we've got a mix.
Very good, very good.
I like both of them actually.
I quite like both of them, to be honest.
2-1 Arsenal for me. We're gonna do this, he said.
It's the energy.
I wouldn't quote Robbie on that one. I can't lie.
Is that Robbie?
No, that wasn't Robbie. But you know he does that. We're gonna do this, and then 90 minutes later he's like,
does that.
Welcome to AFTV. What happened?
He actually said that in Man City, like, everyone's gone, oh my God.
Oscar again says, actually, big up all of AFTV. You're all amazing, keeping it exciting and insightful always.
Oh, big up you as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, love for the love, man. Come on. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Prediction-wise, we're all sticking with it. 1-1, 1-1, 2-0.
Nil. I'm going to go 2-0, yeah.
2-0?
I'll go 2-0 as well.
So you're not worried about Wooden Barnes at all?
We are, but come on. We got Ramsdale.
This is Mikel Arteta's back five now. This is a back five that spent 50 million on a central defender, 26 I think on the other central defender in Gabriel, might be more.
27, yeah.
Was it 27?
Yeah, rising to
I'm
30,
a million
I think.
out, sorry about that. Anyway.
Come on, Lee, get it right. You're going to come on this channel.
I should have done my
Right.
research. 16 million on Tammy Hasu, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
And
Hasu, yeah,
20 million on Tierney, is that, or 25 is it?
25, yeah.
Yeah, 25 roughly, yeah.
So that, and 26 or 24, I don't know. On,
Too many numbers now, Lee. I can't.
Yeah,
You've lost me now. You've
What
lost
does
There's a
me.
that
lot of
all add
money
up
someone
to?
to bet for that should keep clean sheets and do you know what? Quite a few clean sheets going into the season. That is my feeling.
And now the lineups are out. There's only one thing we got to do. It's top squad time. So as we get our top squads prepared, I'm going to pass it over to
Top
James
squad.
and Harvey. So listen out there and get your squads ready, people.
The top squad.
I love that
We're gonna
song.
have to get that Lee song.
Yeah, we
kind of
need
recorded.
that
like
to
a
play
recording
that.
studio.
Yeah.
Just give Lee an hour
Yeah,
to get
Lee,
it right.
you in? If we get you, cool. Cool.
Appreciate that. I love the 11, but he's throwing a complete spanner in the works because I thought Lecong would be heavily involved, and he ain't even on
I
the
didn't
pitch.
put him in.
Okay. Oh, sorry, we're just having some technical issues.
Let's get your
Let's
team
get it back
up on the
Okay.
screen.
I'm gonna go for. Oh, we're still having technical issues. Apologies. Which isn't well. Anyway, while we fix those in the background, I think I'm gonna have
Can I
to
grab
bring.
the other iPad, perhaps?
Yeah, should we get the other
that
iPad? I'm thinking I'm gonna. Oh God, what do I do here? I've got 20 mil left to spend. I still think Odegaard and Tierney can be heavily involved, and I've got to give it to Thomas Partey. Let's just see if we can. I think we've got.
Are you in? Are we sharing? Are we?
Should be. Sorry, guys. We're trying to show you the screen so you guys can play with us, and looks like we're in. We're back
We are
in. Fantastic.
Back.
I don't know. Has it changed anything for you?
To be honest, no. It didn't change anything for me. I still have the same team. I had. I think it was double on Thomas Partey. Let me just get this up because I've got this iPad instead.
Oh, good
I think
stuff.
I'm sharing. Am I sharing?
All the tech in the world.
I am
guys.
sharing. Okay, so as you can see, I've got Tierney. I got 20 mil on Tierney. I got 40 mil on Thomas Partey. I doubled up on him. I've got Pepe in, and I've got Aubameyang in. So yeah, didn't really change much for me.
Why haven't I gone for Aubameyang?
I don't
I've got
know.
no faith in us to score a goal, have I?
Well, no, you said 1-1, so you know, I don't know. I was quite optimistic. I was going like 3-1, 2-1, 3-1. But
What you guys can't see is behind the scenes, they're all muttering to each other and chatting about who they're going to pick and what's going on.
Helen,
They're really focused on
Dan
this.
and Lee, they're all. You know.
Is anyone putting money on Aubameyang? Is anyone?
Anyone,
a
okay,
few-
Lee and
few
Dan.
people backing Aubameyang
I
to
don't know why you're
step
not putting
up.
him in your team.
No, I'm a bit
It's
nervous.
a no-brainer. You get 250 points for a goal. So if
Because
they
my
score-
thinking is, I think we're going to have a lot of the ball and not do a lot with it. So I'm thinking Tierney's going to be involved a lot, Odegaard and Partey. Right, all right.
Well, listen,
I've chosen
these
mine. Who have
are-
you gone for again?
Well, these are. Hang on, that's not the events. The milestones. Here we go. These are the milestones again to look out for. Make sure you go pick your team. Link in the description. Link in the pinned comment. Head over to AFTV VIP.
Yeah.
And 2-week
You
free
got me
trial.
thinking now.
2-week free trial, so you can have a go. If you don't enjoy it, which you will,
Yeah.
then you don't have to continue. But it's worth a 2-week free trial. Then it's $2.99 a month after that, and that includes this game and a load of other free ad-free content, exclusive content as well. But yeah, you say, you know, if you get a lot of the ball, it doesn't really matter. You only get like 10 points or so. You get one goal,
I know.
that's 250 points.
I know, but I can see us doing a whole lot of nothing.
Really?
A
Go
lot
on,
of the
who have
ball
you
and,
gone
yeah.
for then?
As I said, Tierney at left back, I've put 40 mil on him, 40 mil on Odegaard, and 20 on Partey.
But yeah, as you go up the ranks, you get coins and prizes, and then you can actually trade these in at a store, which is coming very, very soon for
Yeah, the reward
prizes
stores
and-
you can see at the top.
yeah,
All right.
prizes and stuff.
All right, guys. Well, look, we're going to leave you now because everyone's in the background chatting top squad and picking their teams and everything. I think it's going to be quite competitive. If Arsenal win, this could get quite funny in the studio. Anyway.
Well, hopefully they will win. It's not if, it's when. Come on.
I'm still worried.
Oh,
I know
stop it.
everyone's.
Be
I'm still worried.
optimistic.
But hey, we'll see. Anyway.
Quick comment here saying,
yeah.
do you get anything for winning top squad? Yes. The more coins and the more coins you get, the more you'll be able to have to trade in to redeem in the store. So make sure you play because you can win stuff.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
There you go.
But yeah,
all right, guys. We'll be back for Matchday Live and the watch along and all that in about half an hour or so. Yeah. We'll see you then.
See you soon.